What's up, everybody? Uh, it's been a minute since the last video I dropped. It was the Diaz fight. It was the predictions. Um, yeah, so I didn't get to the last video I made was the Diaz predictions, the full card, not the full card, the top 3 fights, but it was before the fights had got rearranged, so there was basically no point in that video. I didn't make another one. I didn't redo the video. So this is the next video I've made since that card. So let me just start off with that. Let me start off with the Diaz fight. Diaz tapped Ferguson. 4th round. Obviously I'm a Diaz fan, so Ferguson is a great black belt. So, tapping him shows, Diaz is good jiu-jitsu. Oliveira couldn't tap him, and he was on the ground with Tony the whole fight. But it was also kind of like, the Conor fight when Diaz fought Conor the first time, when it was like, he kind of like beat him up on the stand-up, where he kind of forced Tony to go in for shoot for the takedown, and he, I think he was already done when he shot. He was already done. I think that's what it was. So, but Diaz still high level jiu-jitsu. I think everybody was, obviously Khamzat missed weight, but everyone was saying that Holland's like a tougher fight than Diaz for Khamzat, which I don't think that's a very smart thing to say, because I think Diaz has better jiu-jitsu than Holland. Maybe Holland's a little lengthier, maybe faster than Diaz on the stand-up, but as far as jiu-jitsu, I don't think Chimaev subs Diaz like that fast. I think he would have probably took him down easier, but I don't think he would have subbed him even if he took him down that fast. Yeah, because even Khamzat's coach was like, they switched the opponent, which was obviously Diaz. He was like, they switched the opponent, which now it's a completely different fight. That's what the Khamzat's coach said. He said it's a whole different game plan, I should say. He said it was a whole different game plan. So it's like, what do you mean different game plan? Wasn't everybody saying that they're the same fight? They're strikers and they have some jiu-jitsu. Everybody was saying that Holland and Diaz was, the same fighter, or that Holland was even a little harder than Diaz, which is straight nonsense. Yeah, so obviously if he says a different game plan, that means he wasn't gonna take him down the way he took Holland down. He was gonna stand up with him. I think Diaz and Chimaev, if the fight would have went the way it was supposed to go, I think it's a stand-up fight. I think it would have been boxing most of the time. Because I know Khamzat's coach was also saying that he exposes, he's like, Khamzat's a purple belt, and he's gonna expose the fake black belts and all this and that. And he wasn't gonna expose Diaz, bro. And I know Khamzat's not that comfortable on the ground with high level guys like Burns. That's why he didn't want to take him down. Because he said on his last fight that he kind of grabbed his arm. Burns kind of grabbed his arm and he kind of felt a little uncomfortable. So he said I just stood up. So Diaz would have, same thing with Diaz. So yeah, I think it would have been a different fight. I think he would have stood up for sure. But I mean, Khamzat, bro, like, he missed weight. Now he's calling out Kobe Covington. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like Khamzat missing weight, it really, like, I don't want to say it deterred his career, or not his career, but his stardom. Like, it seems like everybody hates Chimaev now. Everybody hates him. Cause I used to be a fan of him. I used to be like, yo, Chimaev, monster. He's still a monster, but it took something away from everything he had. So I was like, Now I'm like, Chimaev. I know he's good, but you don't like him personally. I should say you don't like him personally, but you have to respect his skills. It's kind of like that. But before that, everyone was like, "Yo, Chimaev, you gotta watch this guy fight. Yo, Chimaev, this guy, that." Like, bro, this dude's a monster. Now it's like, this guy's good, but you're not gonna put so much hype onto him just because you don't like him. You're not gonna gas his thing up just because you don't like him. Now everybody wants him to lose. Yeah. So if you ask me, who would I want him to fight? I would say, I would pick Paulo Costa. I think he should go up to 185. I think Paulo Costa is a perfect matchup. They were already talking shit. They were beefing, whatever. Perfect fight. It's literally a perfect fight, especially after you miss weight by like 8.5 pounds. That's crazy. Like, I feel you gotta go up, get that win, and then come back. Because I know he called out Kobe. Because first he tweeted like, "Oh, I'm going up to 185 now." First he tweeted like, "Oh, I'm going back to 185," and then so everybody's like, "Oh, okay." Like at least he recognized that that he couldn't make weight, whatever. Then some few days pass, or like a week, and then he tweets like, "Kobe Covington, like you're next." So now it's like, what? So yeah, Kobe. I'm gonna say Kobe. Kobe would, if he stays at welterweight, Kobe's the fight. If he goes to middleweight, Paulo Costa's the fight. But I think, it's because it makes sense. See, this is where like the biasness of the fans come in now, because, bro, this dog don't stop barking, bro. If it makes sense for him to fight Kobe, because obviously he's been at welterweight consistently, so it's good that he's moving up. So it makes sense for him to, he's working his way up at welterweight. So obviously, Kobe makes sense because he's like the next guy up. Because he already fought Burns. So I think he should fight. He should probably fight Kobe if he stays at welterweight. It makes sense. But then it's like you just missed weight, and now everyone's gonna talk smack to you if you fight at welterweight again, because they're gonna keep saying, well, this guy. First of all, they're gonna say he didn't even make weight, so he doesn't even deserve to fight Kobe, right? So they're gonna say, everybody would rather see him fight Paulo Costa at 185, and it's already tension, so it's already a good fight. That's just my opinion, bro. I think if he wants to win some fans back, he should go to 185 and beat Costa, and I think that'll kind of get some fans like back on his side, just because he's he it's like he made a mistake by missing weight, and then now he goes to 185, beats that guy, and then we kind of get off his case a little bit, like, all right, cool, like at least he went up, But if he just goes straight back to welterweight, it's like, oh, now you're privileged, we're gonna be like, oh, like he's privileged, like Dana's like on his side, whatever, like, you know what I mean? So I feel like he kind of owes it to the fans, Yeah, so talking about Khamzat, a lot of people have been talking about another guy that's coming up. Talking about beating Khamzat possibly, and that is Bo Nickal. Bo Nickal, bro, Nickal. This was a savage. I seen him fight the both times he fought at Contender Series. I saw him live both times. Just because I had already seen Masvidal kind of gas him up, and I had seen him get the knockout at Masvidal's his little promotion thing he had. So I was like, I'm gonna tune into this Contender Series, and I seen his first fight. I was like, oh shit, this was serious. So then I see him. I was kind of like tripped out because they didn't give him a contract, whatever. And yeah, so I was like, damn, he deserved the contract, but then it kind of makes sense for him to get another fight. So I'm like, whatever. Let's watch this next fight, and this was a problem. It turns out he's a problem. So now everybody's saying, "Oh, Bo Nickal versus Khamzat. Can Bo Nickal beat Khamzat?" And you know what I like about Bo Nickal is like, he's like the American guy. Like you know, I heard a lot of people say this. There's no U.S. fighter that's like, you know, like, oh, like USA, you know, because everyone's in the USA, so it's like everyone's, you know what I'm saying? Um, but he's like that American guy you could get behind, and especially because he's a wrestler. So it's like this American wrestler is gonna take on these all these foreign guys, like these Russians, all these Brazilian guys, whatever. Mostly Russians though, like Hamza, which Chechnyan, with that Russian. Um, so it's like if you're from the U.S., you kind of ride with Bo Nickal because he's from the U.S., you know, and he's taking on all these new guys, all not new guys, but you know, foreign guys. Um, so yeah, that's why I like Bo Nickal because it's like yeah, like everyone's talking about all these Russians, but now we got our guy we could get behind. You know, now we got our wrestler. Now we got our our guy that's gonna go, that has like that has proven skills. Obviously, he's a good wrestler that could match up well against those Russians that everybody hypes up so much. Now we got our own guy. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm getting behind Bo Nickal. But as far as Bo Nickal versus Khamzat, you know, a lot of people have been saying that. Obviously, he called for that fight. I wouldn't give him that fight, you know, right now, as of right now. But you know, his fights, both of his fights have been very fast. You know, everybody was saying, well, the first fight he finished him very fast. Let's give him another fight. Well, that fight was also very fast, and I feel like we didn't get to see much of his striking. Like I feel like we need more striking because his striking was it's not the best, you know, and we didn't get to see much of it. We know Hamzat's striking is decent. You know, it's not the best, but it's not trash. It's pretty good actually. You know, seeing what he did with versus Burns, he has pretty good boxing. Bo Nickal, I would say if they were to match up, I would say the wrestling cancels out, and I'd say it'd be a stand-up fight. But I think as of right now, Hamza has the better boxing, just the better stand-up game, and I think that's where it would be a problem for Bo Nickal right now. So I think Bo Nickal has to kind of, you know, get a little more experience on the stand-up and get a little better on the stand-up, because even in his they can say, oh, well, he landed a big punch, whatever. Yeah, but it was kind of like you know, he faked the takedown, so he set him up with that. It wasn't like oh, he was boom boom and then he threw a combo and then he dropped him. It was more like a fake takedown and he landed it. You know, it wasn't like a clean combo. Like, oh, he just pieced him up. So yeah, we haven't really seen it striking too much. I think, and by just by looking at him, the way he was kind of throwing feints and stuff, I think he still has to evolve his stand up a little more. Like Chimaev will for sure piece him up on the stand up. I think so. But yeah, I think he's gonna be a problem, bro. He's gonna be a problem in the future, and I really want him to. I want him to get up there already, but I also want to see him. I also want to see his career evolve. You know, I want to see him be that guy that the guy that just goes in there, he beats him. Next guy, he beats him. Like, you know how a star gets built. I also want to see the journey because it's exciting. Just like we seen Khamzat. Khamzat did the same thing. You seen him beat this one guy fast. He said, "I want to fight again." He comes in, beats this guy again. Now he caught our eye. Then now we got to sign him up against Jing Liang. Actually, Gerald Mershart, I think, starches him, and everyone's like, "Whoa, this guy is different. This guy can out wrestle you, submit you right away, or just knock you out." They get him against Jing Liang, completely dominates him. Everyone's like, "Whoa, Usman, you're in trouble. They're coming for you." Then you see him fight Burns, and it's like, whoa, wait, let's slow down a little bit. Now we got guys that cause problems for him. So it's just, will Bo Nickal do the same, or is he gonna run through everybody? or is he gonna get stumped earlier on? Who knows? You know, we just gotta wait and find out. But yeah, what should we talk about next? Let me see. The Khamzat versus Holland fight, he ran through him. You know, it wasn't even. I like to see. I liked Holland that he gave him a few. You know, he gave him some scrambles and whatever. But eventually, he caught him in that Darce. I would have liked to see some stand up. I think that would have been a little exciting. But I think Khamzat would have just took him down eventually. He wouldn't have stood up with him for too long. But Holland is back. Holland is back. He said he was retired, supposedly. I think he was just down bad because he got dominated. No, I think honestly, I think he got a little embarrassed. If I'm being honest, I think he got a little embarrassed. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you go out there, you lose a fight in front of everybody. You know, you could be a little embarrassed. But I think just the way he got dominated, you know, it was fast. You know, it probably hurt him a little bit. So he kind of, you know. But, you know, now he's probably seen that all the fans are supporting him. He's seen that, you know, the fans are on his back. People don't want to see him retire. He probably seen all the support he got. You know, it made him, you know, cheered him up, made him, you know, not be in that bad state of just being down by the loss. And he's matched up against a striker, a very good striker, Wonder Boy, Stephen Thompson. It's a good matchup. It's a good stylistic matchup. They kind of fight, not the same, but, you know, they kind of throw like some of the same. I don't know. They're very similar fighters. They're very similar, but they're very not similar. You know what I mean? You know, they're just lengthy fighters. They're very like bouncy. It's gonna be a good fight. You know. I don't see any takedowns being involved in this. The only thing I was saying was I don't like Thompson because he's a little too nice. You know, it's cool. You know, you're a nice guy, whatever, it's cool. But then once the fight comes and it's like you go in there and then you drop the guy. He drops you, boom. This dude goes there and says, yo, get back up. He helps him up. And then as soon as he helps him up, oh, let me touch your glove. Like, come on, bro. Like, just fight. Like, why are you first of all, if you're dropping the guy, why are you helping him back up? You know? I feel like for me that like kind of takes away like the fight feel. Like, it doesn't feel like it's a fight. It feels like it's like your boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it feels like, you know, you're not trying to fight. You know, and then he does it over and over. Like, it's not my cup of tea, I should say. You know, some people might like that. I don't like that. I feel like it takes away the excitement of the fight because it's like, it feels like, you know, he's okay winning or losing because, like, I don't know. Yeah, one of my cousins told me like, yeah, like I think it's cool that he does that. Like, I don't think it's cool. So yeah, for this fight, I'm gonna go for Holland. That's the only reason I don't like Wonder Boy, cause he's a little too nice in the fight sometimes. So I don't like that. I remember when he fought Luque, Thompson fought Luque. This dude was literally, bro, he would drop him like multiple times and help him up every time. And then he would fucking touch his glove after. And I'm just like, bro, what is like, you're in the middle of a fight. Like, what is all this love right here, bro? They show love after the fight. But yeah, I'm gonna go for Holland for sure in this fight. I really hope he gets it. And I think this is it for Wonder Boy, bro. If Wonder Boy can't get this win, you know, that's it for him, bro. Especially because he's fighting a striker. He's been fighting like wrestlers, kinda. Like, I mean, Burns, he's a striker and wrestler. Who else did he fight after that? He fought I forgot who he fought, but I know they wrestled him. They've been wrestling him like recently. They've been wrestling him. I think he fought Muhammad. I think Bilal Muhammad. Yeah, a lot of people hate on Bilal Muhammad. I don't hate on Bilal Muhammad. I think Bilal Muhammad is dope. You know, I think Bilal Muhammad is dope. I like his personality. You know, it's cool. Like, be seeing him on shows. He's cool. Um, you know, he's a good fighter too. He's a good fighter. Maybe he's not the most exciting fighter, but he's still a good fighter. Yeah. What else we got? And then after that, that's gonna be in December. Holland versus Thompson, and then we got what is it? This card that's coming up. It's Oliveira versus Makachev. Oliveira versus Makachev on, what is it, like in 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Crazy fight, bro. That's a crazy fight. It's gonna be the Russian versus the Brazilian. It's gonna be in Abu Dhabi, which is, I think most people are going for Oliveira. I think most people got Oliveira, but Makachev is the favorite, and I think a lot of people are like, Makachev is. I think nobody likes Makachev. I think no one likes Makachev because he's with Khabib and they're boring wrestlers. So, with that being said, Oliveira, let's get it. Let's get this dub. Yeah, bro. I mean, I seen Oliveira training. It's nice. I seen Makachev training. I was in this video where he took down like a silver Olympic medalist from Russia or something like that. Or I don't know where he was from, but I was like, shh, this was a problem. Like, you can hate Makachev and those Russian guys however much you want, but let's be honest, bro. We're all scared of them. We know those guys are problems, bro. Like, and the only thing that gives us hope in Oliveira is just the run he's on, bro. The run he's on, he's been pulling off like crazy stuff. He's been pulling off these crazy, comeback wins. He looks like you just can't beat him. That's the only thing that gives us hope against this Makachev guy. And Makachev, he's been knocked out. He almost got submitted, I think by Drew Dober, I want to say. He had that guillotine nice, bro. He had it sunken in. But Makachev was able to, jump out the guard, or I don't know if it was in full guard, but he was able to jump out. They almost had him though, bro. If you do that with Oliveira, you ain't getting out of that, bro. But I don't know if Oliveira's gonna be able to get up from the Makachev pressure from when he gets him on the ground. I don't know if he's gonna be able to, bro. Just be honest. Oliveira has been submitted before. He's been beaten a lot of times. He's just on a good streak right now. But yeah, let's be honest. Oliveira's our favorite fighter. Oliveira's our favorite lightweight as of right now. He's beat everybody, bro. He's beat everybody. But this is the fight that. This is like one of those fights that's like I don't know when was the last time we had a fight like this, like where it's just such an exciting thing. It's just such an exciting matchup to think about. Oliveira versus Makachev. You have Makachev, Khabib's fucking little buddy, the guy that's supposed to take over when Khabib was gone. When Khabib leaves, this guy's the guy that's gonna take over. This was the father's plan. This is the guy. This is the guy that's supposed to be up next. And then Oliveira, champ. He's a champ, and he's been on a crazy run. And we've been seeing his change we've been seeing the change of his career. So it's a crazy matchup, and we're gonna see who gets the better of who, and it's in Abu Dhabi. So I'm assuming Makachev's supposed to have the. I'm assuming Makachev is gonna have the. Makachev is gonna have that advantage because he's at home, but at the same time, he said he wanted Oliveira in Brazil. So, is it pressure, or is being at home pressure, or is it the fan? You get the fan love and it helps you. But I mean, Do they even get pressure, bro? I mean, obviously you get pressure, but Makachev and those guys, they know how to handle it, I should say. But Oliveira does too. You know, he missed when that one time he missed weight. They stripped the belt. He was able to change his mindset. He said, he missed weight, but when he went to the face-off, he says, "I'm killing this guy, Gagey." He said, "I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna stare in his soul. And I'm gonna stare in his soul. And you know, I'm gonna let him know." So he was able to turn all that negativity, how he missed weight. Everyone was calling him like, "Yo, you missed weight, this and that." Everybody was crying, everything, this and that. And he, he was like in a bad place, but he was able to turn all that into good, to fuel him, and destroy Gagey. So they're both mentally tough. This is a crazy matchup. This is a matchup everyone is not gonna miss. Trust me. This is one of those matchups where it's like your favorite fighter versus your not favorite fighter. Nah, but for real, this is a crazy matchup. And then under that card, it's a great card. You got O'Malley versus Yan. I know you got Sterling and Dillashaw, but let's be honest. The co-main event should be Sean O'Malley versus Peter Yan. This is, and that's like a matchup that's also kind of weird, but it's like a good fight. The only thing that's weird about it is, you know, I'm an O'Malley fan. You know, I'm a Sean O'Malley fan. You know, but Yan is a savage. If you watch his last fights, bro, this guy comes forward, throws hard punches, and doesn't get tired, bro. Great defense, great boxing, great wrestling. He's well-rounded everywhere. But they were saying like he hasn't finished somebody since forever. He hasn't knocked somebody out, I think, in forever. So the only thing about O'Malley is like, we don't know if he could take like a punch. Like we probably know he could take a punch, but I'm saying like pressure, like a lot of punches. Because O'Malley, we're used to, you know, seeing him circle, and he just pop shotting. And then, you know, the guy never like touches him. This time we're gonna see a little homie over here, Terminator. He's gonna put pressure. He's gonna come forward. He's not gonna care about no. He's not gonna do O'Malley do no. He's gonna probably let him do it a little bit, you know, just in the beginning, first round, just to read him like he always does. And this is a 3-round fight, so he might not even give him the first round. When it's a 5-round fight, y'all usually takes the first one off just to read you. This is a 3-round fight, so he might not even do that. He might give you half the first round. But O'Malley's a dangerous striker. But Jan's a good counter striker, but he's way smaller than him. So we're gonna see. I think Yan has to either try to take him down, because, you know, O'Malley has been working on his jiu-jitsu and wrestling. So Yan has to either take him down or just get in the pocket and bang with him. Because if you stay at range with him, he's gonna probably get the better of him. O'Malley's gonna get the better of him. But that's a crazy fight, because like, yeah, O'Malley went from the competition he went from like fighting the unranked guy to fighting Munoz, which he didn't even win, and he didn't look that good either. He didn't look terrible, but like he didn't really show much. And then he just goes all the way to the top. So he went from killing these guys, he goes to the middle, which he didn't do nothing here, and then he goes to here. So it's like all this, he just skipped all this basically, because he didn't do nothing to this guy. He didn't hurt this guy. It was an eye poke. He didn't hurt him. He didn't finish him. And they were arguing that the other guy was winning the fight, or it was a tie fight. So he didn't look as good as O'Malley. When he did the jump to here to Munoz, he didn't look as good as he was over here. He looked a little slower. He looked a little more tentative. And if you do that against Munoz, bro, Jan's a completely way better fighter than Munoz. So it's gonna be a different story. So that's the only thing. That's the only doubt. Is like, how is he gonna look against this top guy? Yeah, just like the only thing that's about this fight is that you don't know. There's an unknown to Sean O'Malley when he gets pressured. It's like the Khamzat. Like, he was running through everybody, but there's gonna be a guy and what's gonna happen when he meets that. And we saw he was able to take the fight and keep fighting and win the fight. Can O'Malley do the same? He's able to kill all these guys, but when they bring the fight to him, can he stay in there and pull it out? That's the unknown. And that's pretty much it for that card. I mean, they have Dillashaw. They have a lot. Actually, they have a lot of good fights, like Dariush and all those guys. Bilal Muhammad versus Sean Brady, slept on fight. Should be in the main card. But then we got Izzy versus Pereira in the one after that, which is also a good card because they have Chandler and Poirier. But like, somebody was saying, like, would you rather have, if you could only choose, if you could only have one of the main cards, so right, so you could only have Izzy versus Pereira, or you could have Oliveira versus Makachev. Which one would you choose if you had to choose between one of those two main events? Like, you only get one fight. Who do you choose? I'm going Oliveira Makachev. It's just, to me, it's not even close. You know, and what makes it not even close is the fact that Izzy has been having boring fights. And I know people are going to say, well, they're not boring. He's just being smart. I just rather watch Oliveira. He's more entertaining. Oliveira versus Makachev is more entertaining than Izzy and Pereira. But still a great fight. Still a great fight because we're going to see somebody match Izzy's striking ability. No one has basically matched his striking. No one. Costa with that, Costa was undefeated. Sorry about that. Costa was undefeated, and we thought Costa's gonna be that guy. He's gonna be a strong motherfucker. He's gonna come forward and he's gonna hurt Izzy. Didn't do that. He stayed at range and he got picked apart. But he was off the wine, so he wasn't able to do it. Whitaker, the best middleweight if Izzy didn't exist, for sure. Couldn't do it twice. Marvin Vettori couldn't do it. None of these guys could do it, bro. Cannonier couldn't do it. None of these guys do it. I feel like if you fight Izzy, you have to either try to wrestle him. If you fight Izzy, you have to either try to wrestle him or get in the pocket and try to knock him out. There's no in between. If you're gonna try and stay in there and maybe like try to find, like, he's gonna beat you. Like, just no. This is no, like, especially if you don't have the build, like a tall, lengthy build to stay in the to go at it with them, like Pereira. You're gonna lose, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like Costa, Cannonier, these guys have to just risk it, bro. Like, you have to just risk it, get in the pocket and or try to take him down. But if you're just in there and you're like kind of hesitant, like at range, he's gonna beat you, bro. He's gonna beat you. He's one of these guys you gotta take a risk on him because at range he's gonna win every time. Cause he's a kickboxer. He's a high level striker. So I feel like they have to take risks. The only way not to take risk is if you match his length and his skill to some degree. Like a Rockhold. A Rockhold could probably try to play that, like that, stay at range type of game. But like Acosta, you're too stocky, you're too slow, so you're not gonna beat him at range, bro. You're shorter, you have shorter reach. You're not gonna beat him. You have to get in the pocket and try to hurt him. Cannonier, same thing, bro. You're strong as shit. You're strong, bro. Get in the pocket and just try to land something. Try to take him down. I know he's hard to take down because he's been working on his stuff. It's just, you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. You gotta risk it, especially at the. It's like these guys fight for the belt, and it's like they see that they fight Izzy for the belt, and they see like, yo, this guy has been beating everybody, and then they fight the exact same way, like. The only one that brings in like new things is Whitaker. That's the only guy that I would say like you can fight him at range, bro. How to fight him however you want because you're a beast. You know what I mean? Fight him however you want, bro, because you're so good. You're so above all these other middleweights. this was great. He's good. But yeah, so under that card we have Dustin Poirier versus Michael Chandler. Now, if you ask me, bro, I would put all my money on Dustin Poirier. But it's something about me that I kind of want Chandler to win for some reason. I don't know why. I think Dustin's been acting a little cocky. He's been acting a little cocky. I don't know why. I don't know. It's something about him. But anyways, Dustin's a very good boxer, very good stand-up, strong puncher. We see he hurt Oliveira multiple times, bro. If you go watch that fight back, go watch Oliveira versus Dustin. Bro, Dustin cracks this dude hard. Like, a lot, bro. Like, just follows up combos. And Oliveira's able to take it, but Dustin's good as fuck on the stand-up. Chandler, he's like shorter, bro. That short reach thing, it really hurts him, bro. Being short like that, like, it really hurts him, especially because he's fighting all these strikers. But he's still good, though. He's very explosive. He's fast. He has power. If I had a bet, I'd put all my money on Dustin just because I know he's tough. I know he's a good, like, I would just bet Dustin. I kind of want Chandler to win, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Chandler's like talking about he's gonna fight for the belt next if he wins. It's like, bro, you just lost like all your fights. You only guy you beat was Tony Ferguson. Like, and Tony Ferguson wasn't even ranked that high, I think. So, like, it doesn't even matter. Like, you can't fight for the belt off of one win, bro. I think he's only won like 2 fights in the UFC. But yeah, he's tripping. He's tripping if he's gonna get a title shot. But yeah, then you got I heard a fight that got announced was Figgy versus Moreno for Brazil. I mean, when it's Moreno time, bro, all the Mexicans come out their houses, bro. When it's Moreno time, all the Mexicans come out the house. And it's gonna be in Brazil, so it's gonna be exciting to see, like, usually if he fights here, anywhere he fights in the United States, Moreno, he gets all the Latinos is gonna come out for him. They're gonna come out. I wanna go watch one of his fights. Which one it was? I think it was a Juliana Pena versus the Pena versus Amanda Nunes in the second fight. And then he was, I think, the co-main event versus Kai Kara France. I want to go watch it at a movie theater. Bro, I'm talking about Mexican families coming to go see this guy, bro. Like, to watch this dude Moreno. I'm like, oh, damn, like, this dude really got fans. Like, he has, like, older parents, like, coming to watch this guy. Like, not even youngsters, like, older parents, bro. So this guy has a fan base. But this time, it's going to be in Brazil, bro. So it's crazy to see, like, I know Moreno's liked a lot. Like, he's very liked because he's, like, a nice guy. But, Brazil over there, like, them motherfuckers, they're a little different. So, are they going to just trash him? Are they going to be like, oh, like, you're going to die and shit, whatever they be saying? Or are they going to, like, still like him because, he's a nice guy? So it's going to be cool to see. Sorry about that. It's going to be cool to see. Yeah, and then this last week that just passed, we fought Mackenzie Dern fight. Very good looking woman. But she lost, and her jiu-jitsu is dangerous. You know what I noticed about her is, like, her jiu-jitsu is very good, but I feel like she needs to go for the kill. Like, she needs to be like, I'm taking her arm off no matter what. Because I feel like she had a lot of good positions where she could have just took the arm. Like, she could have just tried to put on the arm a little more. But I feel like she doesn't, and I feel like that's that's like obviously her strong part. So Mackenzie Dern lost. I feel like her stock goes down after this fight because she almost lost her last fight too. So this one she lost it against, like, the girl that, like, the other girl's ground game actually was very good because she had very good defense. And then, yeah, we had that youngster, the 17-year-old at the Contender Series. Monster. This is going to be a problem. He has good as jiu-jitsu. I think he's from 10th Planet. I'm pretty sure he's from 10th Planet. But Ed was pretty good too, bro. And he's 17. I think he's a bantamweight, if I'm not mistaken. Or I don't know. I think he's a bantamweight or featherweight. Pretty sure he's a bantamweight. But he's a problem, bro. He's a problem. Yeah, that's about it. Who fights this weekend? There's no fights this week? No, there's no fights because usually when there's fights, they go on Instagram. They're promoting all the fights. You know, the weigh-ins. It would have been like a press conference today or something. We gotta wait till next week, and then after that, we get the fucking Oliveira versus. That's gonna be a crazy build-up, bro. It's gonna be a crazy week. There's certain fights, bro, that it's like, you know, they're big fights, like this one. They're big fights, right? Like, oh, damn, it's a big fight. But then it's something about when you're watching that fucking fight, the TV full volume on blast, and the ref is about to say, "Fight, are you ready? Fight, are you ready?" It's something about that moment, bro, where it's like, oh shit, like this is the moment you've been waiting for. You know, it's just crazy, and I felt that for like a lot of fights, like which one, like what I feel that for like the I think the Colby Masvidal, because you know they've been talking shit, so it's like, oh fuck, like, you know, there's a lot of fights I just can't think of them right now, but like the Khamzat Burns, it's usually like, I know there's a lot of Usman fight. Nah, is it? There's a lot of fights like that though, where you're like, oh fuck, like let's fucking go. And this one right here is definitely one of them, bro. Oliveira versus Makachev is like, who's gonna win this, bro? Who's gonna win it? Who's gonna take it? So I'm ready for that. We'll see what Diaz has in store for us, you know, next. Yeah, man, that's about it, bro. I might do some challenges for the next fight cards. Let me know if y'all trying to see that. Some challenges, maybe like some. I was supposed to do it for the last fight card, but they changed the fights up, so it didn't end up working out. Like I choose my picks. After I choose my picks, you guys decide what you guys want me to do for like a discipline. So like, let's say I chose Diaz versus Ferguson. I say I chose Ferguson. Then you know, I just do like a fucking dare or some shit. You know, it doesn't matter. Just throw up dares or stuff to do in the comments. And I'll go ahead and do it. But yeah, I'll catch y'all next time. Probably I don't know if I should do short videos, you know, just like for a fight, for a card or something, or if I should do like this one where I just talk about a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, just let me know what you guys like. And the challenges, any challenges you guys want me to do or anything, I'm down. But yeah, I'll catch y'all next time for the next fight card, which is probably Oliveira, Makachev, or any topics you guys want me to talk about, anything you guys want me to cover, I'm down. Let me know in the comments. I'm out. Peace. Thanks, you guys.